This video is going to be about the beauty of being insightful. Nothing about that being concerning, I'm just being silly. But, the beauty of being insightful. So, the example I'll throw right at the bat without even explaining what I just said for the title. Do you know what this is? It's a makeshift, very quickly, easily made DIY tincture of just a dandelion flower that I carefully made sure wasn't dirty, and just vapor distilled water. Tastes like shit if it's by itself, but otherwise the flavor is there, and so is especially multiplied if it's with anything else. So for example, yeah, this couple of dandelion flowers are in here for the last almost week full. I've been in this tincture, and over time it tasted better, believe it or not. Just both the electrolyte, they were just sold cherish water, and this dandelion flower. And what I do this for is because some of you may already know this, but dandelion has a bit of a medicinal effect if you use it properly. If you fucking just eat it wrong or some shit, or you didn't make sure that there was pesticides on that, whatever. Be careful in general. But this weed actually helps you on a certain level that's misunderstood by society, because we get rid of all these weeds collectively because they can grow like crazy. That's a reality either way. Like, they grow like crazy no matter what they do. And that is one of the reasons why it's misunderstood what these even do in the first place. But when you have it, basically, there's your science topic right there as well. But basically, these help. They help. What is a beauty insight, by the way? Well, if I didn't know that, then it would have been the truth that it would have just been simply distracting to be insightful. I mean, you don't need to know these things, even if they help, but it's like, when they're there, they do help. And you recognize that, and you're like, wow, what would I do without this shit? Well, we're not certainly desperate for insight, but the thing is, the things that make my life better or worse, simple or not, little or big, they're helpful with the right attitude. They're helpful with the attitude that doesn't have to compromise anything else in my life. When you apply just the right amount of intellect and gut feeling or whatnot, whatever you use to describe said insight, it's like you know when things are a deficit, you know when things are going to be holding you back and making you put in stasis, which is not always a good thing, more than we understand at this point. You always keep moving forward, as simple as that is. But when you have those blessings in a bottle, if even like that, literally bottle, there's something to be said about the talents that we have and some of the skills we have and some of the gifts that we have that we don't realize. Freaking Peace Dealer, for example, Mike from Peace Dealer, like, he talks all the time about the blessings of people, not because he's capping on their negative life, which exists either way, but the positive things that we punch up for, knowing that punching up is not necessarily the thing here, a little bit trauma, but the thing where we punch up for, when like Mike punches up for someone on Peace Dealer, he says all these spiritual things about their blessings and beauty, not because he can recognize it, although that's necessarily included, but because it's the truth of its own reality. It's like the things that are beautiful about us, whether we realize it or not, are there for a reason, and we can make the most of it. That is of which is utility is no futility. Thank you to another friend I knew before, and up to now. Actually, not recent, by the way, if he's watching this. That is of which is of utility is up to no futility. Remember that for the future, I guess. Like, the boss is part of this title. But the beauty insight is that even if it's not applied right with the action orientation, the responsibility, the actual practice of being a smart person without being a procrastinator, whatever that means for any walk of life or person, it helps. Even if you don't use it properly, you can still make these things, like this dandelion tincture, you can still be useful even if you're not understood well, or you're not. That could be a bit of a side nod to communication, but yeah, or miscommunication for that matter. But you can still be that kind of person who actually makes the most of their talents and their skills and gifts, even if you don't have to use them.